Welcome to H2K Infosys. H2K Infosys is a e-verify business based in Atlanta, Georgia, United States. We provide 100% job-oriented, instructor-led, face-to-face, true live online software training programs. It also includes access to cloud test lab with software tools. We provide live project for you to work on. We also provide assistance with mock interviews, resume preparation and review, and job placement assistance. H2K Infosys is trusted by so many students across the world. H2K Infosys provides world-class services in IT training with real-time project work for corporates and individuals, special IT training for MS students in the United States, software design, development, QA manual and automation, performance testing and maintenance, IT staff augmentation, job placement assistance, and tech support.
Fine. All right. So now we are starting with your actual testing, that is the software testing life cycle, which is nothing but our manual testing. All right. So let's see what do we have here in our manual testing, which is also called as the software testing life cycle. Okay. So basically we can try to first understand what are the roles of a tester. Okay, what is the role of a team lead and what is the role of a test engineer? So if you consider a testing team, okay, let's look at its organization first. Who are the different people who are involved in this testing team? Okay, so your testing team can contain the testers. Okay, we also call them as test engineers, or we call them as software testers, or your QA analyst. So all these are one and the same. Okay, so these are the titles that you can apply for when you're applying for the job. So the testers, test engineers, software testers, or the QA analyst, all are one and the same. And above this you will be having one team which is like senior QA. I mean, this is again another level. After this level we have your test lead, and then we have a test manager over here. Okay, so this is a hierarchy that we have. We have all the testers, and then the senior QA, and then we have the team lead, then we have the test manager. Okay, so test manager is not always like mandatory which we are going to have, but the test lead and then the remaining three hierarchies we are going to have always. So let's try to understand what are the roles of a tester. Okay, so first thing, let's understand the team lead. Whenever anybody is at a lead position, we can easily make out that this person has the responsibility of controlling the entire team. Okay, controlling and then monitoring the team. He has the responsibility of planning and then the delegation and also tracking all the activities of the team. Similarly, here also a testing team lead is going to plan for day-to-day activities. He is going to delegate the tasks to all the testers in the team. He is also going to track all the activities of the team and also the performance of his team members. And all these updates he is going to give it to the project manager, or if there is a test manager, he is going to submit the updates to the test manager. Okay, and then apart from the managing activities, he is also going to set up the test environment. He will be creating the test plan and he will be releasing the test plan. He will be maintaining the requirement traceability matrix. I will tell you what it is. Then he is going to review the documents that are prepared by all the team members. Review and the approval of the documents which are prepared by the other team members will also be done by this team lead. Okay, so these are the roles of the team lead. Then we have a test engineer, means after this course, okay, you would be eligible for this test engineer position. Okay, you will be eligible to go for this test engineer or a QA analyst or verification and the validation engineer. Everything is one and the same. Okay, you will be eligible for this job. And what you got to do is, first of all, you got to understand all the requirements in detail, and then you should start creating the documents like the test cases, test data, right? And then all the different types of testing that we discussed in the previous session, you are going to do it. Fine. And then you are also going to analyze and prepare the defect report. Okay, so this is what you are going to do as a QA or a test engineer. All right. Okay, and preparation of the test plan will always be done by the team lead. Okay, you can see here the test plan will be prepared by the team lead. As a QA, you might be required to provide certain assistance to him, but the lead will be taken by the team lead only. Okay, so your testing plan will be taken up by the team lead and not by the QA. All right, but you can provide your assistance to him if he requires it. Okay, now like we had for the development life cycle, we had certain phases, correct? So here also we are going to have certain testing activities or testing phases. What are they? We are going to start from the requirement gathering, then we have the planning and control, we have the analysis and design, implementation and the execution, evaluating the exit criteria and reporting, and then we have the test closure activities. So these are the different phases that we got to follow when we start with the software testing life cycle, or this is nothing but we also call it as a manual testing. Now what you do is quickly note down these steps, and then I will tell you what is this requirement gathering and planning and control. Okay, quickly note down all these testing activities on a notepad. Done, everybody? Have you noted down? Okay, so the first step over here, this is the first step, that is the requirement gathering. Okay, let's try to understand the requirement gathering first. Here, when we are talking about the requirement gathering, you are not going to gather the requirement from the client side. Okay, you are going to gather the requirements within the team. All right, you are going to gather the requirements within the team itself. It could be the requirement document, it could be the specification document, okay, it could be the plan document, all right, whatever design document, any document that you require, it should be gathered within the team only. Okay, so we are talking about the requirement gathering for the testing within the team, and you are not going to gather it from the client. It will be done by the BA, right? Okay, so after all the requirements are gathered, the next thing is you got to go for the planning and control, and then we have the analysis. Okay, in the planning, the test plan document will be prepared, and this document will be prepared by your team lead, in which he is going to define the objectives of the testing, and he is going to give the specification of the test activities in order to meet the objectives and the mission, right? And then we have the test control. This is also an ongoing activity and of comparing the actual progress against the plan and reporting the status. Okay, so first he will be preparing the plan, and based on the plan he is going to compare the existing activity, and he is going to note the progress, and he will be reporting the progress to the project manager. Okay, so this is what we call it as a planning and control. Now let's have a look at test plan document. So I'm going to show you the test plan document, which you can see over here. Do you see here? This is a test plan document. All right. Fine. And this document will be prepared by whom? It will be prepared by your test lead. It will be reviewed by the test manager, and then it will be approved by the project manager. Okay. All right. Then what you got to do over here? If it is being prepared by the test lead, then why do you have to understand this document? Because as a tester, you will be following the plan that is prepared over here. No doubt it is prepared by the test lead, but the implementation will be done by all the testers in the team. Okay. And here we have another table which we call it as a summary table. Now, when we get a set of requirements, okay, we prepare a plan based on it. If the requirement changes, what should we do? Can we proceed with the previous plan? Okay. Is it possible that, we proceed with the previous plan? Okay, so what should we do? We have to revise this document, correct? Yes, we got to modify or we got to revise the document. And when we revise the document, what is this that you can see over here? V1.0. Can anybody give a wild guess over here? Yes, that is a version number. Okay, so for every document that we prepare, and when we are going to revise it, we are going to increase this version number. For example, now I have prepared a document. It is V1.0. If I'm revising this document, it becomes V1.1. Okay. Now tell me, when we are revising a document, should we preserve the older version of the document or should we destroy it? Should we save it or not? Yes, we got to preserve it. Why should we preserve it? What is the purpose of that? For the future reference. Okay, in case we are asked to revert back to the changes, we have to revert back to all the previous changes, we are going to revert it back easily. Okay, yes, and it provides the history of the project. Okay, for the future reference, if I want to see what are the changes that I've made, if I want to look at the history of our project, these documents are going to help us. Correct? Yes. And then here we have another table which we call it as a summary of changes. Do you see we have a serial number, we have a date, version number, page number. Okay. Right, Suman. And then change mode. And then we have the brief description of a change. So this is a table wherein we are going to write the list of changes. Okay, this is a summary table wherein we will be listing the different changes. Okay, fine. What changes, like compared to the previous document, whatever changes we have added over here, any new requirements that we have added, anything that we have deleted, anything that is modified, we got to list them over here. What is the purpose of this? Why should we do this? Anyways, we are revising a document, right? So everybody can take up the new document and they can go through it, correct? So why should we have this kind of summary document? Summary table. Yes, it is for quick reference. Okay, just by looking at this table, you can understand what are the changes that we have made, what are the upgradations that we have made, correct, for a quick glance. And then you can refer to only those pages wherein the modifications have been done. Okay, let's say there is a modification on page number 10. I can directly refer to the page number 10 rather than referring to all the pages from 1 to 9, correct? Yes, this is going to.
So many of our students have given testimonials on how our training programs are. You will find them on kudzu.com and on our website H2K Infosys.com. On our website h2kinfosys.com, you will also find more detailed information on who we are, the courses that we offer, what each course covers. Also, if you're interested in a demo program, please register on our homepage on the left-hand side. Just give us more information about yourself and we will send you a link for a demo class. The demo class is absolutely free. Experience our commitment by just attending an orientation workshop at no cost. Our team of faculty and advisors are here to guide you with the right information. If you still have more questions, please feel free to call us. Call us at 770-777-1269. This is a United States number. If you're calling from the UK, call us at 020-337-17615. You can also email us at training@h2kinfosys.com or h2kinfosys@gmail.com. Thank you for watching our videos. We wish you a great career in information technology.